Episode 1 of the Twilight Saga Saga. I'm here with my lovely wife, Kristen. And so on Sunday night, we started reading this book, Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. And right after I shot the vlog, you started reading, which is like at 9:30. And so Kristen started looking at it, and the plan was to read the first 5 chapters. And you started reading at what, 10?
9:30 or so, 9:45.
Do you want to tell them what happened?
You got me.
And
I finished it last night at 2.
you read from 10...
This morning, really.
From 10 to 2. So our 5-chapter plan.
I bet I did also read the first 5 chapters.
Right. So, anyway. So I've read the first 5 chapters. Kristen's read the whole book. So now I feel like under pressure. Do you think you'll be able to remember it as we... How many chapters are there? 24?
We'll just talk about the, tell me what the name of the chapters are and stuff.
All right, so we're going to talk about the first 5 chapters. The chapters: First Sight, Open Book, Phenomenon, Invitations, and Blood Type.
Oh, talk about the preface. I mean, the little thing they write at the beginning.
Why do I need to talk about that? The Bible?
Yeah, it's got a Bible verse. It's the first.
So we know it's good. So we're going to talk about the first 5 chapters: First Sight, Open Book, Phenomenon, Invitations, Blood Type. What do you think about? You've read it all, but you said at first you didn't like the writing style.
No, but I know that it's written for teenagers, so it was a little bit,
Silly.
Not really silly. At the beginning, I didn't see what she was doing with it. What her purpose was in writing that way. It's from Bella's perspective. And Bella's a 17-year-old girl. So,
Hi, Bella.
I don't like the writing style because, like, in all the biology classes, she'll say one line, like, good morning, Bella. And then there'll be 3 lines about how his eyes are orange. And then...
They're topaz.
And then she'll say something, and then it'll say, he clenched his fist with the white skin over the bones. And it just takes a long time to read. But
I think that this is a book primarily written for...
No, I understand.
Girls.
Yeah.
And so, if you're a boy and you like it, that's cool. I'm not calling you a girl. But it's written in a way that she's really good at stringing you along.
Yeah.
I mean, she strung me along until 2 this
For
morning.
4 hours.
Yeah.
All right. So, but I'm very intrigued by it.
The other thing that you have to notice is she doesn't ever talk about how Bella looks.
Right.
We don't really know that much.
At the beginning, she talks a little bit about it.
Well, just very little, though. That she's, petite and
has
has
hair
dark
that she
hair.
drapes over her face.
Well, she had to hide from Edward in biology.
So.
But that's why I say it's written for girls.
Right.
That it really, really gives you a great picture of how Edward looks, how his hair looks, how his eyes look, how his skin looks, how his body looks, how he moves. It does.
That's the sad thing about reading a book that's already been made into a movie and is a huge bestseller. You kind of already know some of the stuff. So, but I am intrigued. I want to read the rest of the story and find out.
Was there anything that you thought was extra stupid or extra great?
I really liked the part where the van almost runs over Bella. I thought that was pretty exciting. I actually have liked any time where he's been like, the only 2, of course I've only read the first 5 chapters, but the 2 times it's happened is where he saves her life from the van and she's freaking out about how it happened because he was at the other end of the parking lot or whatever. And I like that he says, basically like, just trust me, or whatever. And the same thing happens in the nurse's office when he's taking her in and they bring another kid in and he's like, get out, get out, get out. I think that's good. That's good. I wish, does it get more exciting? Or is it always this way? Is it like love, 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 tragic romance, a little bit of fighting, or does it pick up?
I can't tell you.
Well, you can tell me if it gets more action-packed or stays in this sort
There's
of...
some action.
But does it stay like that sort of thing is what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not something I'm...
No, that's the part where...
Oh, and the cold wind, the door opens. And the cold wind, he smells her and his back goes up.
He stiffens.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first 5 chapters,
but,
I like
one
it.
bad thing is I can't stop thinking of him with a British accent.
Because it's Cedric Diggory.
No,
and,
because not because it's Cedric, but because isn't he British?
Oh, is he? I don't know.
And the words he says are kind of old school type things.
Are we supposed to think that his clothes are real old? You know, she says they look like they're designer clothes, but...
You mean like a ruffled collar? Or
No, it just seems like she's saying designer clothes, but I imagine just much sturdier clothes from way back when, you know.
No, I'm imagining, really... Okay, I'm imagining him as looking just really rich.
Now, the other thing that happens when Kristen is real into a book is now you want to read all of them. And it would not be... If you had some disposable cash on hand, you'd probably go buy...
I do have some disposable cash on hand.
You are going to go buy...
No, here's the deal, okay? I can't stay up all night every night. And this is one of the shorter books, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Okay.
The others may be longer. But I can't do this, and I can't ignore my family. So what I did is and I'd already done this
And you do
a
this
long
with a lot
time
of
ago.
stuff.
So I kind of knew what was going to happen. But I went on Wikipedia and read a synopsis of everything.
So you already know everything.
Because I can't stand the suspense. I would literally completely ignore my whole family and all my duties and just read and read and read until I knew everything.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and read everything that's going to happen.
But also, not even
But I'm
that.
gonna be-
That
so
wasn't enough. Now you've gone and downloaded.
So what?
Well, tell
It's
me.
part of the saga.
I know.
There's a book called Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer, and it's Twilight, the same story, but it's
From
from
the first
Edward's perspective, the actual book Twilight. And it's only the first 12 chapters. It wasn't ready, and it got illegally leaked. I mean, I don't know if it was illegal, but it got leaked. And so she went ahead and posted everything on her website. And I'm starting to read that. But because I know what's going to happen, I don't have to devour it.
You can take your time.
As it were.
Okay. I think I'm going to try to look more angry and sullen.
He doesn't look angry and sullen all the time. You just see the movie posters and you think.
What do you think he looks like?
There are some things in here that say the word feline, and I got tickled because I know you think he looks feline.
He does. He absolutely does.
But
Okay.
I do not think he looks feline.
All right. Well, that's it. I'm going to try to read some more chapters. Hopefully, Kristen won't forget it all. And I guess I'll have to read all of them now. Are they all done? There have been all 4 books? Okay.
I
So
just
that's...
have one more thing.
What?